from the home of the Raiders since 2020. We're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Vegas. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Man in motion here is Tucker. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. From the gun, it's Gino. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Duvernay to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Williams going to throw on the first play. That's complete to Moore on the right side. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line. They will run it over center with Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Swift. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. On third down, it's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And he indeed picks up a Bears first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On the option, it's Swift, and he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Anytime a running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Vegas after this. On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Back deep for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Gino to throw. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now a toss, left side, it's Swift. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. And landed Roberts in there on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. They'll run, it's Swift. Here's Torrey Taylor now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. On the return is Tucker, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the pistol, Smith. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On play action, Smith. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. 3rd down coming up.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first down.
He gets free, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms, so missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete, but as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. There he goes again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Makes the score Bears 7, Raiders 3.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Gino now on 1st and 10. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. Santos for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go again with Swift. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Williams. That's into the hands of Zaccheaus. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bears.
Give up the middle with Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Off play action. Here's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Swift, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to have the Bears' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. On the give, it's Swift. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return is Dylan Laube. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Smith He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Evan Byard, the veteran who's broken up a few passes in his day, gets to that one.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's 1st and 10. Williams. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A play fake, and they'll throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
On gain of 9, brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, it's Smith. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he's going to have the Raiders, and he's going to have the Chargers.
A little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for him.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
He's going to let one go, looking for Myers.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play, but next time, let's come away with the pick.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go. Smith. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's Swift. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another run here, another run by Swift. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. Good defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the give, here's Swift. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
On 3rd down, here's Swift.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
On now, it's Carlos Santos for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Lobby now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 26-yard line.
Smith to throw on first down. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On second down, it's Gino. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Here we go. One final play. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.